today's video is going to be about mental health for actors. Hey guys, my name is Adam Desir and I am back with another YouTube video. And today's video is going to be about mental health for actors. I'm going to share as many tips as I can today in a short amount of time. The first tip that I have for actors, especially new actors, is to literally forget the audition as soon as you're done. What do you mean, Adams? What I mean is don't linger on the audition you just had. Don't sit there and think like, oh man, I killed it, or oh man, I know I destroyed that. I should at least get a call back, or I know I got to get something back, or whatever. No, because when you find out after a few days, maybe even a week, and you don't hear anything back, this might not be for everybody, but you might be disappointed, and it might put some weight on your mental, and you don't want that for yourself. Like when you're auditioning, as soon as you're done, you take those sides, you take that script, you crumple it up, and you throw it away. Even the greats do it. You know, I've seen an interview where Michael B. Jordan says that he even does the same thing. Like he will walk out of the audition room and he will throw away the audition because you don't want to think about it. You just move on to the next one. Honestly, one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten in my entire life. Because it is taxing on you, to really think about that kind of stuff. It is pretty taxing. To add on to that tip, don't audition to book the job. Again, what do you mean, Adams? What I mean is don't look desperate to book the role. What you want to do is you want to book the room. You want to make the casting directors, you want to make the producers, directors, the writers, the network executives, you want to get them to like you. You want to book the room. That's what that means. This way, for casting directors, it makes it easier for them, if they like you, for them to get you to audition for them again. And I've gotten plenty of auditions from the same casting directors for that reason. Like I would go and I would try to, let me not look so desperate. Let me not make it so, tit for tat, like perfect for the role. Let me go in and perform my version of this piece and give the best that I have to offer and be my unique self. Because remember, when you're auditioning, it's hard to audition as a character because you don't really know all the details that the casting directors or the writers or whoever is making the show, what they want for the character. What you want to do is audition and be yourself. What would you do in that situation, if that makes sense? The next tip I have is you don't want to compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people's careers. Everybody has a different path. Everyone has a different journey. Just because you see your friends, booking TV shows, booking films, booking all these freaking commercials, don't think that your time is not coming. The only way that you're guaranteed for your time not to come is if you quit. That's the only way. So that's honestly a solid piece of advice that I have for you. Don't compare yourself to other people's careers because you don't look the same as them. You don't look the way they look. You don't have their height. You don't have their voice. You don't have their eyes. You don't have anything they have. Okay? Unless if they're a twin, then you might be in trouble. But other than that, you can't compare yourself. Like I can't compare myself to another black man because that black man might have different features than me. I have chinky eyes, so I've been told, and that man has big eyes. I have bigger lips, and that black man might have smaller lips. You know what I'm saying? Like you really don't know. So don't compare yourself to other people. Oh, and also please do yourself a favor and take days off. Yes, I know. I said it. What do you mean, Adam? I'm trying to get an agent. I'm trying to book a TV show. I'm trying to do this and that. I get it. Okay, I get it. But there's literally nothing you can do to rush the process. You can't accelerate your timing, if that makes sense. Yes, you can do all these things. You can take all the acting classes in the world. You can take, you can audition for the same casting director 50 times. But if it's not your time, it's not your time. So don't obsess over this career. Like don't miss out on opportunities and moments with your friends, with your family, the people that really, really love you and cherish you no matter what you do with your life. Take days off, do some leisure things, take a vacation, hang out with your friends. Like you know, like do a local production if time is slow, if you're a signed agent, or even if you're not signed. Like take some time off to do something that you enjoy to do. You know, like knock off some things off your bucket list. Like go after what actually pleases you. Because the way that I think about it, for right now, for my own sanity, think of acting as a side business, but your main business. Like, yes, you want to be a series regular. Yes, you want to be a movie star. Yes, you want to hit national commercials every other year. I get it. I totally get it. But don't make it your obsession, because you're going to miss out on real life experiences that could actually help you with your acting career. I hope that made sense. Let me know in the comments if that didn't make sense. Because taking days off, doing some leisure activities, like it'll help relieve your stress. This business is very, very stressful. Like auditioning every day, basically hearing no's every day, being judged by the people around you. It's stressful. So take a spa day, take a self-care day, go get your nails did, go to a spa, go on vacation, explore the world. Like don't rush it. Your time is gonna come when it comes. Another thing that helps me personally with my mental health is go watching things that inspire you. For example, I saw Wakanda Forever. That inspired the freak out of me, because at that point I was kind of feeling low. I was kind of feel like, dang, like I haven't really booked something in like, you know, this amount of time. I need some inspiration. I need to, you know, don't be afraid to try things to make yourself fall in love again with acting, with the actual craft. Yeah, get inspired. Go see an awesome play. Go see, you know, if you have the time and whatever, like go see a play, go see a production, go see a movie, go see, you know, an event or a show or something, a live show or something, and get re-inspired. Get re-inspired. Another tip that I have for you is don't be so pressed about your next job. Don't be so pressed about, oh, I gotta book this by this time. I gotta be a series regular, you know, in the next 2 years, or, you know, I gotta get a leading role in a movie, or I gotta get a feature. Like, don't stress yourself out. Don't press yourself about your next gig, because you literally cannot predict when you will book your next job. There's been quite a few jobs that I've had that I booked that I didn't think that I would book. Some of these auditions, when I tell you I've auditioned, like I literally did one take and that was it, whether I messed up or not, and I submitted it and I booked the job. Whether I taped the audition 20 times or one time, at the end of the day, obviously, you know, you build this up with time and experience, because before, in the beginning of my career, I was literally recording every single audition like 20,000 times until I got it perfect. Now with experience, now it's just like, yo, I'm trying to get this done within like less than 2 takes. Because side note, in reality, when you're auditioning live, you're probably, most of the time, you're really gonna audition one time. And after that, the casting director's gonna be like, okay, next, thank you, appreciate you, have a good day. That's it. Sometimes if they like you or if they want to see more, they might ask you to do it 2, 3 times. But other than that, you really want to get used to auditioning no more than 2 times. You don't want to get used to self-taping 20, 30 times. Don't be like me, okay? But back to the real thing. Yeah, there's been jobs that I didn't think that I was going to get, but I booked it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, don't be so pressed about your next job. It's going to come when it comes. But in that season, continue training, continue getting better at your craft, because only throughout those times of me getting rejected, I started to work with my boy Jeremy, who coached me through a lot of these auditions and helped me get very comfortable, you know, with myself, with, you know, self-taping. All right, this tip is for my overthinkers, okay? Whether you're signed or not, do an evaluation. Do an evaluation with yourself and or with your team. Team meaning your agent and or manager. See if there are things that you can actually work on in the downtime that you're not booking anything. For example, my manager told me to get new headshots, and that's what I did. I got whole new headshots specifically to how they wanted it. And I ended up actually getting quite a few more auditions than anticipated, and higher quality ones too. So in that time, it gave me something to work on. It gave me something to, okay, you know what? Let me tackle this, that. And again, like I said, this comes with getting better at your craft and or getting better at the business. So within the time that I was not booking anything, I worked on getting new headshots. And now my next goal is to get back into acting classes and so on and so forth. Reading more books, reading more plays or scripts, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, or, you know, I'm doing a thing where I'm trying to, and if you're watching this, I appreciate you and I love you. I'm working with a friend of mine to, you know, do scenes every now and then, at least a few times a month, so that we can just practice the craft and keep our muscles warm. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you can get rusty, you know what I'm saying? And I feel myself getting a little rusty. So that's part of the reason why I am going to go back into classes eventually and all that kind of stuff. So it gives you, having a checklist to, you know, after you evaluate yourself, gives you something to work towards. Okay, you know what? I'm going to get headshots. I'm going to take this acting class. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on this part of the craft. I'm going to do this and that and this. Like, it helps. It helps to, there's something about creating a checklist for yourself and actually getting things done that makes you feel more productive. It makes you feel better. I mean, I don't know about you, but I get like a strong dopamine type of effect when I check things off of my list. And honestly, the headshots were the biggest thing so far on my checklist. So now it's going to come to classes and books and just getting better at the craft. So that's what I'm doing personally. You know, that's so that you know. Okay, and the last tip, because this video is getting pretty long, the last tip is pour into others. I can't stress this enough. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I literally forgot again, and I hate when I do this. Glory to God. I have to give glory to God with everything that I do. I give him glory for allowing me to have the experience that I have to help other people. For example, I do have a consultation business. I'll put the link in the description. The link is also in my Instagram bio, where I help, you know, other new actors, you know, learn more about the business. And I also have a service for coaching actors with their auditions. Like I said, new actors, you know what I'm saying? And it does feel good knowing that I'm able to help someone get better at the business, whether it be at the craft or the actual acting business itself. Just telling them about my story and everything that I've learned so that they don't have to go through those things. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a fast track kind of thing where like they don't have to go through the things that I have went through. So yeah, pour into others, and plus be nice to everybody. Be nice to everybody. You never know who's gonna make it. Support your friends that are booking their commercials, their TV shows, their films, their plays. Like, go and support them if you can. If you can, of course, if you have the time and the money on all that kind of stuff. Like, go and support them. Pour into them, because hey, I'm a firm believer in the Lord Jesus Christ, and it is true when they say when you pray for others, then you will be blessed. You will be blessed, because there have been times where I did give or I did pour into others, and I have found blessings coming back to me. Don't be one of those people that are like jealous or angry of other people's careers. Yeah, don't be like that. Don't be toxic. Celebrate your friends. Celebrate the people that, you know, are in the business with you, because it is a tough business, because you don't know what they went through to get that booking. You don't know what they went through to get that audition done. You know, they could have had like a 12-hour shift. They have a son at home crying. They have, you know, a bad relationship, and they still had to send in that self-tape to their agent or manager. And by God's grace, they still booked the gig. So you don't really know. It's not like everyone's just out here just like, oh, I'm just going to self-tape and just audition willy-nilly. Like, no, like there's been times when I really had to audition after working, you know, a 12-hour shift overnight. I'm tired. I'm going through personal issues. But I still got to send in the work. I still have to send in the auditions. No excuses. There's literally no excuses in this business. I want to say that I said about 7 mental health tips for actors. So I hope that these tips helped for my new actors out there. Please take them, run with them. Share these with your other friends that are in the business, that are new actors, that are, and you know, this also can apply to other people in the other realms of the art, for like singers, dancers, painters, sculptors, whoever, because we're all in the same business. It's all entertainment. It's all art. Please feel free to share this with your friends and family who are in the business or who might want to get in the business. You never know. But with that being said, I hope that you actually learned something from this video. And if there's anything else that you guys want from me, whether it be like tips or experiences or questions or whatever, I will put the link to my services in the description, and also comment below for, whatever YouTube video ideas you want me to do in regards to the acting business or content creating or anything in that realm of the art world. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Over and out. I love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe.